Ladies and gentlemen, would like to draw your attention. We are now being joined by our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Anant Kumar Ji, the Honorable Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers. Please join in extending him a very hearty welcome in this gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now being joined by our Honorable Guest of Honor, Shri Nihal Chand Ji, the Honorable Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizer. Very hearty welcome to him in the gathering. We're extremely delighted to have the Honorable Ministers. May I request the Honorable Ministers to kindly grace the dais? May I request you, sir, to kindly join us here on the dais, please. Honorable Ministers, other distinguished dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, our esteemed guests, special invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great pleasure to be given this opportunity to greet and welcome you all on this very happy and momentous occasion as we present the 4th National Awards for Technology Innovation in Petrochemicals and Downstream Plastic Processing Industry for the year 2013-14. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all of us agree, and all of us are pretty much aware also, that the field of science and technology is such where the quest never ends. And taking this into consideration, when the national policy for petrochemicals was formulated by the Government of India, they emphasized on innovation. They emphasized on research and development to make their industries more globally competitive. And in order to encourage, in order to motivate and inspire all the stakeholders across the value chain so as to develop products and applications which can meet the demands both of the global market as well as of the domestic market, which has a focus on sustainable development and which can help them excel. With this very objective and idea, these awards, ladies and gentlemen, were instituted. Till now, we've had 3 editions of awards. They were presented in the year 2010-11, 11-12, 12-13, and today we are going to be presenting the 4th edition of these awards, and many more individuals, organizations are going to be today joining the roll of honor. So it's a very happy occasion to have you all here, and many congratulations on behalf of the organizers to each one of you, each of the awardees who's present here. And on this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely honored that we have a very distinguished personality present with us as our honorable chief guest of this function. Really honored to have the presence of Shri Anant Kumar Ji present with us, the Honorable Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers. And ladies and gentlemen, as many of you must be aware, he's always been a people's person. He has made a lot of difference and a contribution to his South Bangalore constituency. And in fact, he's highly respected, admired for the work which he has done there. He is a member of parliament and the National General Secretary of BJP. So as we express our heartfelt thanks to him, we would also like to extend a hearty welcome by presenting him the bouquet. And I would like to request Shri Indrajit Pal, respected Secretary, to kindly accord him a floral welcome. In this prestigious function, we are also honored to have the presence of the Honorable Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Nihal Chandji, present with us as our guest of honor. Again, ladies and gentlemen, he has been a people's person, a people's minister, being elected almost 4 times as a member of parliament from the Ganganagar constituency. And he became the youngest member of parliament from Rajasthan at a very young age of 25. So pleasure to have him here. And to greet him now, I would like to request Shri Avinash Joshi, Joint Secretary, to kindly accord him a floral welcome. And this ceremony, ladies and gentlemen, has been organized under the dynamic leadership and guidance of respected Secretary Shri Indrajit Palji, who is also the President, CPET Governing Council. We express thanks to him and we accord him a floral welcome. And I would like to request Director General CPET, Professor Dr. S.K. Nayak, to kindly present him the bouquet. Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in our true Indian tradition, in our customs, and in our beliefs, we mark the auspicious beginning of these awards by lighting the ceremonial lamp, the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. Would like to request the honorable ministers to kindly light the lamp, and also requesting the other distinguished dignitaries to kindly join in. And alongside, ladies and gentlemen, we invoke the blessings of Lord Ganesha, the Lord of prosperity and success, with the Ganesh Vandana.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Pyare. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Pyare. Ek danta ati vishal shobhita sindura bhala. Ek danta ati vishal shobhita sindura bhala. मोतियान की कंठमाल, मोतियान की कंठमाल, नैना रत्नारे. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश प्यारे. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश प्यारे.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with the blessings of Lord Ganesha and the blessings of each and everyone present here, we commence now the ceremony. And at the outset, I would like to request and invite Shri Avinash Joshi, Joint Secretary, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Government of India, for his welcome address.
Good evening to all of you. Honorable Union Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizer and Chief Guest of today's function, Sri Anant Kumar ji. Honorable Minister of State for Chemical and Fertilizer, Sri Nihal Chandji. Respected Secretary, Department of Chemical and Petrochemical, Sri Indrajit Pal. Dr. S.K. Nayak, DG CPET and Chairman of 4th National Award Committee, my dear colleague from the department, award winners and runner-up for the 4th National Award, their family members, eminent scientists, industrialists, plastic professionals, representative of different associations, entrepreneurs, distinguished delegates, special invitees, member from media, press, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, good evening to all of you. It is my privilege to accord hearty welcome to Shri Anant Kumar, Honorable Minister for Chemical and Fertilizer, for the function of this 4th National Award for Technology Innovation in Petrochemicals and Downstream Plastic Processing Industry 2013-14. I am extremely grateful to you, sir, for gracing this memorable occasion as chief guest, despite your very busy schedule. I extend a very warm welcome to Shri Nihal Chandji, Honorable Minister of State for Chemical and Fertilizer, who has readily accepted our request to participate in this award function. I take pleasure to welcome Shri Indrajit Pal, Secretary, Department of Chemical and Petrochemical, who has always guided us in all the matters related with the National Award Scheme. I also cordially welcome Dr. S.K. Nayak, Director General CPET, and his whole team, eminent industrialists, entrepreneurs, delegates, special invitees, press, media, ladies and gentlemen who are present here to witness this function. As you may be aware, the Department of Chemical and Petrochemical had institutionalized the National Awards in Technology Innovation in various fields of petrochemical and downstream plastic processing industry from 2010-11. For the promotion of these industries in line with the national policy on petrochemicals. And I am glad to inform you that the first 3 editions were organized successfully in the last 3 years, and today we are here to witness the 4th edition of the National Award. The award scheme formulated by the government is fulfilling its objective of development of innovative technologies and products in all the areas of petrochemical sector, which will ultimately enable the petrochemical and downstream industries to become globally competitive and eco-friendly. I am really very happy to see the overwhelming response received for the 4th National Award from the meritorious innovators in various fields of polymers. CPET had been entrusted with the responsibility of carrying out all the activities related with the 4th National Award, which includes inviting and processing applications, constitution of committees, and inviting experts, evaluating the applications, and organization of the award function. I am glad to see that CPET has done it in a very, very befitting manner. I would also like to share with the audience that the information pertaining to the 4th National Award, the information was hosted on the department's website as well as on the CPET website. The advertisements were published in all the leading newspapers of the country. Around 1,000 industries were contacted, different associations were contacted. Special meetings were also conducted with the leading plastic associations and professional bodies for wider publicity. I am happy to inform that we received 319 nominations from reputed petrochemicals, downstream industries, machine manufacturers, additive manufacturers, compound manufacturers, research laboratories, and academic institutions in 8 categories. We have received overwhelming response in all the categories, and especially in the categories of innovation in polymeric products, polymeric materials, polymers in agriculture and water conservation, and research in the field of polymer science and technology. The expert committee constituted for this purpose screened and evaluated all the nominations and recommended 69 nominations for further technical evaluation. The prize award committee finalized the award and selected 23 winners and runners-up in all 8 categories. Now we are witnessing this award function with a view to reward the innovation with an award. I appreciate my colleagues in the DCPC and Professor S.K. Nayak and his team for all efforts they have made to organize this function. I am particularly thankful to Honorable Minister who in a very short span of time, in last 1.5 months, has shown very proactive approach, and we can all see the positive results in last 1.5 months on the industry. I'm also thankful to MOS for his constant guidance and secretary who has been an anchor throughout the process. I'm confident that recognition of innovations in niche areas of petrochemicals and plastic processing will not only encourage the Indian plastic industries to focus more and more on evolving cost-effective technologies and systems, but also to develop an environment-friendly new generation polymers, processing technologies, which will ensure sustainable growth and competitive edge in the petrochemicals and plastic processing downstream industries in the coming years. Once again, I welcome you all and thank you very much for patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for comprehensively introducing us to the mythology behind these awards of selecting the winners. And ladies and gentlemen, as already stated, these awards have received the dedicated guidance of respected Secretary, Shri Indrajit Palji. I would now like to request and invite him to kindly share his progressive views. Inviting, ladies and gentlemen, Shri Indrajit Pal.
Shri Ananta Kumar, Honorable Union Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers. Shri Nehal Chand Ji, Honorable Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India. Shri Avinash Joshi, my colleague from the Ministry, Dr. Naik, my colleagues from the Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, the awardees of the 4th National Award and their families, eminent scientists, industrialists, plastics industry professionals, distinguished delegates, special invitees, members from the CEPET family, electronic and print media, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, on behalf of the Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, I invite you to this memorable occasion, this evening of the 4th National Award Ceremony for Petrochemicals and downstream plastic processing for the innovations therein. India is today among the world's fastest growing economies, and with our current savings and investment rates which are expected to improve, we can be confident that we can, with prudent policies and sound economic management, achieve sustained, rapid and inclusive growth. A substantial contribution is expected from the manufacturing sector, and within that from the chemicals and petrochemicals which we represent here. With a gross output value of about 7.83 lakh crore, this sector accounted for over 2% of India's GDP in 2012-13 and 15% of the manufacturing GDP in the same year. However, manufacturing as a proportion of GDP remains stagnant at about 15%, and the government is committed to increasing it to at least 25%, for which a number of policies have been adopted and will continue to be adopted. The growth in manufacturing will also result in creation of a large number of jobs for our young population, which we all greatly need. The capacity of Indian petrochemical industry is only 4% of the global capacity. Now, considering that India is 20% of the world's population, that doesn't really compare too well. Similarly, the per capita plastic consumption is about 10 kg at present, as against a global average of 20 kg, and some countries have as high as 50 kg. This is a clear indication that there is a very good scope for further growth of the petrochemical industry in India. I need not tell this learned gathering that the plastics, because of their characteristics, are gradually replacing the metals and other traditional materials in all walks of life. This is, among other things, contributing to saving of energy and natural resources. And the plastics, of course, can be recycled, which is a major advantage for them. There is a need for development of new plastics, new materials, new composites, and new products for economic development and the improvement of the quality of life. While saying so, I would be amiss in my duties if I do not mention the environmental concerns that are being raised on the use of plastics, particularly packaging material, and within that, the plastic carry bags. While the carry bags consume about 2 or 3% of the plastic consumption in India, they attract almost 100% of the criticism. And to combat this, there are already rules, the legal framework is in place. The municipal waste and the plastic waste management and handling rules are already there. Now the municipal authorities and others concerned in this have to implement them, and that would not only ease the pressure on natural resources, but it also would make available several products like hydrocarbons that can be recovered from these plastics. This evening, we are gathered here to honor innovation and recognize the people who have been innovators. Innovation is fundamental for the growth and competitiveness of any business and any industrial enterprise, more so those which are technology and science-based, like chemicals and petrochemicals. The innovation doesn't have to be new or revolutionary. It can even be incremental. And many of the awards that will be given away today are actually for cost-effective solutions, environmental friendly processes, new technology, new products, and even new polymeric materials. The national awards seek to recognize and honor innovations in all the domains of petrochemicals and downstream plastic processing industries, which would contribute to the growth of the economy. During the last decade, significant achievements have been achieved by the plastics industry in this country. All these have been possible because of the sincere efforts by the industries and academic institutions and research institutions. I once again take this opportunity to congratulate the award winners for their innovations, for their discoveries, and for the new products, new materials. I also sincerely wish that those who could not achieve the goal this time continue their efforts so that they can receive the awards in the coming years. Last but not least, I take this opportunity to commend all those who have made possible this memorable evening, my colleagues in the department, those in the selection committee, and the CPET family under the direction and guidance of our Director General, Dr. Naik, for having brought us together here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, respected Secretary cited certain challenges which the plastic industry is facing, but then it is the innovations from people like you, the industries, which are contributing to the growth and addressing these challenges. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, as you see also, these awards come at a very opportune time when after almost 30 long years, we have a stable majority government at the center. And then we had a budget which was announced recently, which has been given a thumbs up by the industry, which is taken as a growth-oriented, anti-inflationary, and alongside, this is something which is going to be stimulating the innovations and consolidating the fiscal. So this awards, as we are saying, it comes at a very opportune time. And further, as we move ahead, we would like to invite the very progressive views of our Honorable Minister of State, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Nehal Chand ji.
Honorable श्री अनंत कुमार जी, हमारे बड़े बॉस केमिकल एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स मिनिस्टर श्री इंद्रपाल जी, सेक्रेटरी केमिकल एंड पेट्रो श्री अविनाश जी, जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर एस के नायक साहब और पुरस्कार विजेतागण, प्रतिष्ठित व्यापारीगण, सभी शिष्टमंडल, आमंत्रित अतिथि, प्रेस के मित्रों, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, पेट्रो रसायन एंड डाउनस्ट्रीम प्लास्टिक प्रोसेसिंग उद्योग में प्रौद्योगिकी क्षेत्र की नई खोजों के लिए आज चतुर्थ राष्ट्रीय पुरस्कार समारोह के अवसर पे मुझे भी आने का सौभाग्य मिला है। मेरी तरफ से स्पेड को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा कि उन्होंने यहाँ पे बुला के जो मान और सम्मान दिया है, पेट्रोल रसायन एंड प्लास्टिक प्रोसेसिंग उद्योग में टेक्नोलॉजी के क्षेत्र में नई खोज के लिए पुरस्कार समारोह में भाग लेते हुए मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। भारत में आर्थिक प्रगति के फलस्वरूप जीवन स्तर का ऊंचा उठा रहा है। उपभोक्ता वस्तुओं, बंद डिब्बा, खाद्य पदार्थों, मोटर गाड़ियों आदि की खपत लगातार बढ़ रही है। इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एवं कृषि क्षेत्र में भारी निवेश के कारण पेट्रोल रसायन की मांग बढ़ रही है। इस अर्थव्यवस्था अनुकूल जनसंख्या, मध्य मार्ग का बढ़ता हुआ आकार, खर्च योग्य आय में बढ़ोतरी के फलस्वरूप भारत के प्लास्टिक उद्योग में सभी क्षेत्रों में बढ़ोतरी का अवसर हमें मिल रहा है। देश के प्रति व्यक्ति प्लास्टिक की खपत लगभग 4 किलोग्राम है और विश्व स्तर पे प्रत्येक औसतन 30 किलोग्राम प्रति व्यक्ति है। पामिलर की वर्तमान की कुल खपत 10 मिलियन टन है। अगले 5 वर्षों में ये 16.5 मिलियन टन होने की संभावना है। प्लास्टिक का सबसे बड़ा लाभ इस क्षेत्र में नए से नए पदार्थों के उत्पादनों जो मनुष्य के विशेष आवश्यकताओं को पूरा करते हैं, उनके विकास के लिए हमेशा लालसा बनी रही है। प्लास्टिक उद्योग में उभरते क्षेत्र के मद्देनजर अनुसंधान विकास प्रयासों को मौजूदा एवं मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस के आधुनिक बनाने की आवश्यकता है। मैं इन्हें मानव एवं पर्यावरण के लिए सुरक्षित बनाने की जरूरत पे हमको ध्यान देना चाहिए। R&D व्यय जो वर्तमान में DGP 1% से भी नीचे है, अगले 5 और 10 वर्षों में सरकार इस दिशा में लगातार बल दे रही है कि इसकी DGP आय 2% हो जाए। मैं इस मौके पे सिर्फ इतना कहना चाहूँगा कि सभी स्टेक होल्डर एकजुट होकर पर्यावरण अनुकूल प्रौद्योगिकी के विकास के लिए नई विचारों का आदान प्रदान करेंगे एवं इस आयोजन में उत्साहपूर्वक भाग लेने के लिए मैं स्पेड को भी धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा। इन शब्दों के साथ में सभी जो पुरस्कार विजेता है इनको मैं मेरी तरफ से भी मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा और मैं एक शेर के साथ में अपनी बात को ख़त्म करूँगा। पीर पर्वत से एक चीर निकलना चाहिए, हिमालय से एक और गंगा निकलनी चाहिए। यहाँ हम सब लोगों का हंगामा खड़ा करना हमारा मकसद नहीं, लेकिन एक बार इस देश की फिजा बदलनी चाहिए। हम सब लोग मिलके नरेंद्र भाई मोदी के नेतृत्व में इस देश की फिजा बदलें। मैं ये निवेदन करने के लिए आपके बीच में आया हूँ। आप सब लोगों ने यहाँ पे बुलाया, मान और सम्मान दिया, मैं मेरी तरफ से धन्यवाद दूंगा। जय हिंद।
Thank you, sir, for your good wishes and also citing some of the initiatives which are being taken by the Government of India towards encouraging the plastic industry, especially in terms of the investment in the R&D which he mentioned. Thank you, sir. And on this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the release of a booklet. This is a booklet on the 4th National Awards for Technology Innovation. I would like to request the Honourable Minister to kindly release this book. This book, ladies and gentlemen, has the account of the award winners, the runners-up, and alongside it also has the good wishes and messages by the VIPs and the dignitaries extending their views and opinions and their good wishes. Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we approach the most awaited moment of this evening, that is the presentation of the awards. These awards, as was mentioned earlier to you, they are going to be presented across 8 categories, and in each of these categories, there are 3 subcategories. The awards are going to be presented to the industry people, to the individuals, as well as to the team, and across the R&D institutions and to the academia. The awards we are going to be recognizing here, the winners as well as the runners-up. The winners are going to be presented a shawl, a shield, a citation, and a cash award as a token of appreciation and motivation for the significant contribution which they are making to the industry. And as the organizers feel that the runners-up also, they have definitely given a tough time to the winners. They are very short of the winning line, but they need to be recognized for the contribution and the exemplary contribution and work which they have done. So we're also going to be recognizing the runners-up, and they're going to be presented a shawl, a shield, and a citation. So may I now request the Honourable Minister to kindly do the honours of presenting the award. May I request the Honourable Minister to kindly step in front of the head table. Also requesting the Honourable Minister of State. Requesting respected Secretary to kindly join us. So the first category, ladies and gentlemen, is innovation in polymeric materials. In this, we first present the award to the individual. And here, the winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Dr. Rabindranath Jana from the Haldia Institute of Technology, Haldia. He's being recognized for his innovation development of liquid crystal polymers for actuator applications. As you can see, a citation, a shield, a cash award, and further felicitated by presenting a shawl to the winner. Many congratulations to Dr. Rabindranath Jana. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the industry subcategory, and the award goes to Messrs. Reliance Industries Limited, Mumbai. We have Shri Rakshuvir Jasna joining us to accept this award. They are being recognized here for their innovation, new ultra-high molecular polyethylene for defense applications. And surely it motivates everyone here, the people who are receiving the awards, and of course, people who are going to be joining us. And moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, in this very category, the runner-up, the award goes to Messrs. Indian Oil Corporation Limited. We have Mr. Siddharth Mitra, the Executive Director, joining us to accept this award. And the industry is being recognized for the innovation, high productivity, high stiffness, injection molding PP grade. These are the awards in the innovation in polymeric materials. And ladies and gentlemen, while the very word polymer is often used as synonym for plastic, the truth is that polymers are a large group of natural and synthetic materials encompassing everything from shellac to PVC. Congratulations to the winners in this category. And the next category is innovation in polymeric products. Here, ladies and gentlemen, in the individual subcategory, we have joint winners, and the award goes to Shri Tribhuvan Singh Raman from Shia PG College, Lucknow, and Shri Rishi Bed from Messrs. Poly Medicure Limited, Faridabad. This is a joint award being presented. Shri Tribhuvan Singh Raman being recognized for his innovation and improved oropharyngeal airway, and Shri Rishi Bed for his innovation safety for cannula. This is the individual award being presented in the innovation in polymeric products. Natural polymers include rubber and amber, while the range of synthetic polymers is wide and includes things like nylon, silicone, bakelite, neoprene, and polystyrene. This award is for contribution for polymeric products. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the industry subcategory, the award goes to Messrs. Waltre Global Associates, Secunderabad. We have Shri Shrikant Shada joining us to accept the award and being recognized for the innovation, Waltre pre-insulated walls and strainers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the runners-up in the industry subcategory, the award goes to Messrs. Indian Oil Corporation Limited, the Research Development Center, Faridabad, Haryana. And we are pleased to be joined by Dr. R.K. Malhotra, who joins us now to accept this award. Many congratulations to him. The innovation, ladies and gentlemen, multi-utility solar LED light. These are the awards being presented in the category of innovation in polymeric products. And right now we have the runners-up, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, being recognized for their contribution and the innovation multi-utility solar LED light. The next subcategory, ladies and gentlemen, is academia and R&D institution. And in this, the winner is Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. We have Professor Basudan Adhikari joining us to accept the award. The Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, being now recognized and conferred with the award, recognizing their contribution, the process technology for manufacturing jute-based cellulosic fiber and method for manufacturing super absorbent polymer bound on a natural polymer for sanitary napkin and diaper. Congratulations to the winners in this category, and moving ahead to the next category, which is the innovation of polymer processing machinery and equipments. Here, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, recognizing in the individual section, we have Shri Bishnu Prasad Panda and Dr. Smita Mohanty. In fact, the team of Shri Bishnu Prasad Panda and Dr. Smita Mohanty from LARPM, the R&D wing of CPET, being recognized here for their work development of flat and curved bottom FRP liquid helium. They were for squid-based application, including magnetocephalography, that's MEG. Congratulations to them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the industry subcategory is Messrs. David Technical Services, Mumbai. Mr. Niranjan Dave joins us, and ladies and gentlemen, he's being recognized for the contribution here, which his industry has made. This is mini blow twin station form fill seal machine. These are the awards of the innovation of polymer processing machinery and equipments. And from break rooms to boardrooms, ladies and gentlemen, the battle cry sounded over the past few years has been reduce expenses. By using this latest processing machinery equipments, we can save our cost, and it helps to work efficiency, energy conservation, and product quality improvement. So we thank all the awardees who have made a contribution in this category. Moving ahead to the next category, this is the Innovation in Polymer Waste Management and Recycling Technology. Here, ladies and gentlemen, in the individual and the team subcategory, the winner, recognizing the team of Dr. Jandas PJ, Dr. Smita Mohanty, once again, from LARPM, the R&D wing of CPET. Being recognized for the innovation, high-impact recycled plastics from waste electrical and electronic equipments for the thin-walled outer casting applications. This is the Innovation in Polymer Waste Management and Recycling Technology. Category awards being presented, and right now conferring the award to the winner. This is a winning team of LARPM, the R&D wing of CPET being awarded. And ladies and gentlemen, the runner-up here is Shri S. Anand from Thiruvanur. He's being recognized for his innovation EF Bricks modern technique in fly ash bricks. Recycling, as we all agree, is a process to change materials into new products to prevent waste of potentially useful materials, reduce the consumption of fresh raw materials. And this award is for the contribution for polymer waste management and recycling technology. Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, with a focus on sustainable products and not affecting the environment, basically the eco-friendly products, the next category is the innovation in green polymeric materials and products. In this, we now confer the award to the industry winner, and the award goes to Messrs. Montage Healthcare and Biochem Private Limited, Mumbai. The winners in the industry subcategory, would like to invite here Ms. Shweta Shukla, the director, and also Shri Rajesh Shukla to kindly join us to accept this award. They are being recognized for the innovation bioconversion of mango kernel and agri-waste to bioplastic. The focus of green materials, ladies and gentlemen, relates to polymers and materials with an emphasis on reducing the use of hazardous substances in the design, manufacture, and the application of products. This award is for the contribution for green polymeric and materials and products. Congratulations to them. And ladies and gentlemen, in this very same category, now recognizing the academia and the R&D institution. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, the R&D Center, Faridabad. And Dr. R.K. Malhotra joins us again to accept this prestigious award, recognizing the innovation which has been done by Indian Oil Corporation. This is REACH compliant novel internal donors based Ziegler Natta catalyst for producing phthalate free polypropylene. Indian Oil Corporation being now conferred with the award. They are the winners in the Academia and R&D Institution subcategory and in the category of innovation in green polymeric materials and products. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next category. This is polymers in agriculture and water conservation. And here the winner, we have the team of Shri Shioshekhar Shukla, Shri Umakant Pandey. The team being recognized here, Shri Shiv Shekhar Shukla and Shri Umakant Pandey from MP Warehousing and Logistics Corporation. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the distinct honor of being joined here by Kuwar Vijay Shah, the Cabinet Minister. And we also have Mr. Arun Pandey, the Managing Director, joining us, the Cabinet Minister Food from the MP government. He has come here especially to receive this award. Let us welcome him and further congratulate him as he accepts the award on behalf of the team which has been conferred with this award. They have been conferred for their innovation silo bag used for storage of food grain. Kuwar Vijay Shah, Cabinet Minister Food from the MP government. And ladies and gentlemen, in this very category, the runner-up is Shri Sushant Upadhyay from Malviya National Institute Technology, Jaipur. Sushant Upadhyay from the National Institute of Technology, Jaipur, being recognized as the runner-up for his innovation development of a solar energy-based membrane distillation system for rural drinking water applications in Rajasthan. These are the awards being presented in the category of polymers in agriculture and water conservation. Polymers were developed to improve the physical properties of soil for agriculture in view of increasing their water holding capacity, increasing water use efficiency, reducing irrigation frequency, and increasing plant performance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the winner in the industry subcategory is Messrs. Automat Irrigation Private Limited. The winner in the industry subcategory, Messrs. Automat Irrigation Private Limited, Haridwar, and we have been joined by Shri A.K. Kaushal, joins us to accept this award, being recognized for the innovation plastic hydrocyclone filter for micro irrigation. Water conservation encompasses the policies, strategies, and activities to manage fresh water as a sustainable resource, to protect the water environment and to meet the current and the future human demand. This award is for the contribution for agriculture and water conservation. Many congratulations to all of them. And moving to the next category, ladies and gentlemen, that is polymers and public healthcare. And here we recognize the team of Dr. Roy Joseph, Shri C.V. Muralidharan from Shri Chitra Tribunal Institute for Medical Sciences and Technology, Trivandrum, as the winners. They are being recognized for their fluoropolymer coated and hydrogel seal vascular graft implant. Dr. Roy Joseph and Shri C.V. Muralidharan being recognized for their innovation here in the category of polymers in public healthcare. Developing superior healthcare products requires advanced polymer science and processing knowledge. This award is for the contribution for public healthcare, recognizing the new innovative products for medical application, polymer-based new drugs delivery system, polymer body implants, drinking water storage and transportation, and polymer membrane for water purification or desalination. And now, ladies and gentlemen, recognizing the winners in the subcategory of academia and R&D institution, the award goes to Messrs. HLL Life Care Limited, Trivandrum. We have Dr. M. Ayappan joining us to receive the award. They're being recognized for the development of novel intrauterine device-coated copper tea. Miss. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move ahead to the next award, and this is the next category. This is research in the field of polymer science and technology. Recognizing here the winner in the individual category, Dr. Reddy Hota J. Krupadam from the National Environment Engineering Research Institute, Nagpur. Being recognized for his innovation smart polymers for environmental carcinogen sensing and remediation. This is a category of research in the field of polymer science and technology. And ladies and gentlemen, the runner-up, recognizing the contribution which is being made by Dr. Tejraj M. Amina Bhavi. I believe he's not been able to join us here, but we have Mr. Shirali who joins us from the Sonia College of Pharmacy, Dharwad. May request him to kindly join us here to accept this award. Being recognized here for the innovation polymers in drug delivery and membrane science. The runner-up award in the category of research in the field of polymer science and technology, being now presented the award. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in this very category, we now have the subcategory Academia and R&D Institution, and the winner. This is a team of Dr. Anjana Jain, Shri P. Siva Subbarao from CSIR, the National Aerospace Laboratories, and Gas Turbine Research Establishment, Bangalore, being represented by Dr. Rajiv Jain. In the Academia and R&D Institution, the award being presented now, the winners, CSIR, the National Aerospace Laboratories, Bangalore, and Gas Turbine Research Establishment, Bangalore. CSIR being represented by Dr. Anjana Jain and Shri P. Siva Subbarao. And from the Gas Turbine Research Establishment, we have Dr. Rajiv Jain. These are the awards for the research in the field of polymer science. Progress in polymer research explores their properties along with their wide-ranging potential and presents science with a hard look at the downward drift in its study support from the individual or teams. This award is for the contribution for polymer science and technology. As the Honorable Minister said, we should continue to extend our appreciation to all the winners and the runners-up coming here on the stage. It's going to be definitely motivating them further. And ladies and gentlemen, the runner-up team being now recognized, the team of Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, ICAR, Cochin, Mathura Refinery, Mathura, and the Institute Wood Sciences and Technology, Bangalore. Representing ICAR Cochin is Dr. Leela Edwin, Dr. P. Mohammad Ashraf, Dr. Nikita Gopal, Dr. Sally N. Thomas, and Dr. B. Meena Kumar. And representing the Mathura Refinery, Mathura, we have Dr. M. Ajit Peter, and from the Institute of Wood Science and Technology, Bangalore, Dr. Shrija A. joins us to accept this award. Let me inform the House, this was the last category and the last award being presented. So definitely they deserve a huge round of applause and congratulations from everyone. They're being recognized for the innovation upgradation of treated rubber boat using fiberglass reinforced plastic sheeting for fishing boat construction. The three institutions being recognized as the runner-up: Central Institute of Fisheries Technology, Cochin, Mathura Refinery, Mathura, and the Institute of Wood Science and Technology, Bangalore. As these awards are being presented, would like to once again inform all the awardees. You may collect your photographs as well as the video in a week's time from the CPET office. Well, let me once again announce the names here. We have Dr. Leela Edwin, Dr. P. Muhammad Ashraf, Dr. Nikita Gopal, Dr. Sally N. Thomas, and Dr. P. Meena Kumar. Thank you to the Honorable Ministers for doing the honors of presenting these awards, and many, many congratulations to all the award winners and the runners-up. We're sure these awards are going to be motivating many more to come up with new innovations and products and applications which are going to be, of course, contributing to the growth of the industry and to the nation at large. So congratulations again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request the Honorable Minister, Shri Anant Kumar Ji, for his views and for his way forward for the industry with his address.
My dear friend and my colleague in the ministry, Nihal Chandji, Secretary, Department of Chemicals, Petrochemicals, and with additional charge of fertilizers, Shri Indrajit Palji, Joint Secretary, Avinash Joshi ji, Director General of CPET, Nayak Saab, and all the representatives of industry organization, and I request all of you to give a very big hand to all the awardees here. Two months back, when our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi gave me and Nihal Chandji the responsibility of chemicals and petrochemicals and fertilizers, which also includes pharmaceuticals. It made me think about the scope and the reach of the ministry. Because in earlier avatar, under the leadership of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, He had given me the portfolios of civil aviation, tourism, culture, youth affairs, sports, urban development, poverty alleviation, and rural development also. I had seen the world from the vantage point of civil aviation to the ground realities of rural development. Now when Narendra Bhai gave me chemicals, fertilizers, including pharmaceuticals, within a couple of weeks I understood that these three departments, they almost encompass the entire life of all of us. When I thought of fertilizers, it is 67% of the population, all the farmers. When I think of pharma, it is at least one in a family needing health care. And when I thought of chemicals and petrochemicals, kudos to all of you. It is, I think, it is for everybody, all the 120 crore fellow Indians. I don't see a single person who is not in the ambit of chemicals and petrochemicals. I was discussing with my secretary, Pal Saab, Secretary of Chemicals and Fertilizers, that we are giving awards for innovations, and I am also very pleased, Nayak Saab, that the ministry is recognizing innovations, not only innovations, green innovations. And wherever the environmental consideration is there, environmental concerns is there, all of them have been recognized. When I thought of innovation, I thought of technological innovation, I thought of profit-making innovation, I thought of output innovation. But what the awardees have achieved is the content innovation, the innovation which is environmental friendly and people friendly. Therefore, I congratulate all of you once again. I was discussing with our Secretary, Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Pal Saab. When you are recognizing innovators from so many sectors, why are you not recognizing the innovators in garments, especially in saris, who make jari? Earlier it was golden dhaga, then it was silver dhaga, now it is petrochemical dhaga. It is all polymer. My dear friends, whenever we pray God, Lord Almighty, who is omniscient, omnipotent and omnipresent, we always say that He is there in Anu, Renu, Truna, Kasta. Anu is atom, Renu is wraith, that is sand, Truna is grass, Kasta is twig. That is, He is everywhere. And I was musing to myself that petrochemicals has equivalent to that. It is there in Anu, Renu, Trina, Kasta, everywhere. It encompasses the entire life of the human beings today. That being the case, what is the challenge before us? What is the challenge before the innovation? Because innovation I think, should have two components. One is technological innovation, and second facet of that innovation should be that it should be environmental friendly. We have a petrochemical policy, and as soon as I assumed with my colleague Nihal Chandji this office, we both discussed, and we also discussed with Paul Saab, and we thought that some incentive should be given. And we should be thankful to Narendra Bhai Modi as well as Arunji that in their maiden budget, the incentives given to Petrochemicals Ministry, I think in last 10 years it was not given, this time it has been given. The modulations, both in customs as well as excise duty for feedstock and building blocks, I think it has a far-reaching effect. Why it has a far-reaching effect means we have 60,000 plastic processing industries in this country. And most of them in small and medium scale industries. And we produce 10 million tons of plastic products. And per capita consumption of India is around 10 kgs. There are countries which consume 50 kgs per capita. I am also surprised to note that countries like Korea use 50 kgs. But for the size of this country, we need to create a blend. We need to maintain that balance between the environment and the use of petrochemical and plastic technology. Therefore, the first generation of petrochemical revolution India had, we had all these refineries, we had all these industries, we had all these downstream industries of plastic processing. But the second generation petrochemical and plastic processing revolution, the second generation revolution should be green revolution. Green petrochemical plastic processing revolution is the requirement of this country. And I think that because the next decade and the entire century, unlike the bygone century, that is 20th century, the 21st century, the entire focus will be on environmental considerations. I am not discussing about plastic bags and polyethylene bags, which constitute only 10%. I am striking at a bigger point. If at all we want to have a sustained petrochemical and plastic processing industrial progress, then we need to work about reusing and recycling, and also conserving our fossil fuels. The other day we were taking the presentation of PCPARs, Petrochemical and Petroleum Investment Regions of Dahej, Talcher, Dahej, Pardeep, Ramagundam or Kadlur and Visakhapatnam. Anchor tenants, various petroleum companies and the downstream companies, what are the requirements, how can we develop them, what about the pollution there, how we can provide them common infrastructure facilities like power, road, railways, port, harbor. We are for that. I assure you that Narendra Bhai Modi-led government will complete all the 4 PSPIRs in a time-bound manner. We will do it. You also know what it means to the petrochemical and plastic processing industry of India. We are going to invest huge amounts. Not only that, we are also going to roll out employment opportunities for more than 8 lakh people. And one in East Coast, one in down south, one in the West Coast will trigger off the petrochemical revolution in India. And other day we also had the presentation of CPET. And I want to congratulate Nayak ji for doing a wonderful job. But at the same time, though he has trained more than 5.5 lakh people till now, and there is a tremendous scope and opportunity, and the main thrust of our Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi ji is on skill development. And CPET is one of the premier institutions to provide this skill, especially in plastic technology. And I think we are there only in 19 places. I want to exhort Pal Saab also, Joshi ji also, that we need one CPET center in each state, in all the states of the country. Because we have industrial estates everywhere. We have plastic industrial estates everywhere, plastic processing industrial estates. I don't see a single state where we are not present. And that being the case, if the manpower is not trained, if they are not trained in the short courses, if they are not trained in the advanced courses, then I don't think they can deliver. And I am envisaging that day like software engineers. India should be able to provide plastic technology technicians and plastic skill manpower to the entire world. We should be able to send our plastic technicians to the different parts of the world. That should be the dream. And if today we are giving awards to the innovations, I also feel that somewhere we are recognizing the growing importance of plastic processing industries and petrochemicals in our lives. Whenever nowadays, IT has a niche place in Indian industries, software. Somebody was asking me, how do you analyze the position of IT and software? I told them it is like cricket's position in sports. There are other forms of the sports which are as important and as exciting. But cricket has a special position. But at the same time, if I want to use the software terminology and IT terminology, many times I feel that for all mechanization, for all machine industries, for all mechanical industries, all infrastructure industries, if steel is the hardware, plastic is the software. If steel is the hardware, the plastic is the software. And when plastic is the software, and now both are mixed, both are blended, including our cars, where we used to use only 15% of plastic, we are using to the tune of 40% now. Lighter cars, the cars which are aerodynamic. Nowadays they don't fly, one day may come, they may fly also. Because all the innovators here, they also sit in time machine. And when you think in time machine and think about the future, you get new ideas, and those new ideas are crystallized. And after crystallizing those new ideas, they will become innovations. If you don't dream, if you don't sit in the mind's time machine, and if you don't look at the future, you can't innovate. But my only request to all of you, my dear friends, the government of India is with you. We are here to encourage you, facilitate you. Therefore, the first step we took, the step of giving tariff incentives in excise taxes as well as the customs duty. We will be giving more support to you in the form of PCPARs and more CPETs. And not only that, we are also for plastic parks in various parts of the country. We are having plastic parks in only 4 states now. We need to increase them. At the same time, while doing all these things, what is the touchstone? Touchstone is our entire endeavor of the plastic processing industry and petrochemical industry should be people friendly, and our entire endeavor, if it has to be people friendly, it has to be necessarily environmental friendly. You cannot create such a paradoxical situation where in the name of people friendly, you create innovations which are not environmental friendly. Those things which are not environmental friendly will never be people friendly. It will not be in the interest of the sustenance of the ecology and the mankind. Therefore, keeping that view, we need to come out with green plastic innovations, green plastic revolution. And this 4th award ceremony, I think, let this unveil green plastic processing revolution. When I talk of green plastic revolution, processing revolution, none of you should have this in your mind, green color. I am not talking about the color. I am talking about the centrality of the matter, talking about the philosophical direction of the entire sector, because that is the only path to be tread. There is a very meaningful Chinese proverb. If there is only one way to go, then that is the shortest way. Therefore, if the environment is the only way to go, don't cut it short. Shortcut will cut you short. Shortcut will cut the entire mankind to chart. Therefore, we have to move with the environment, but at the same time, to provide quality life, quality infrastructure, and quality technology. The backbone of the quality infrastructure, life and technology is petrochemical industry and plastic processing industry. And we need to upgrade that industry, and we need to make India as the leader of next generation green plastic processing revolution. We can become, and after awarding all the awardees today, and before awarding all of you, after learning and getting information about your achievements, and most of your innovations and achievements are regarding the environmental centrality of plastic processing innovations, and I think we are in the right direction, and in this direction only let us move forward, and Government of India will be with you in every sense of the term. Jai Hind, Namaskar.
Thank you to the Honourable Minister. I think, ladies and gentlemen, all of you will agree that the Honourable Minister's address reflected and extended a deep understanding and interest of the sector. In fact, he highlighted some of the challenges also, but he gave a clarion call to everyone to develop products which are green, which are eco-friendly, which are sustainable. He said go green is the need of the hour. And he also gave assurance that the government... Go green plastics is the need of the hour. We need to work towards it. And he also gave the assurance that the government is pro-industry, encouraging employability, capacity building, innovation and research, and in all this embracing technology. So as he said, the future belongs to plastics and petrochemicals. Congratulating everyone here. I think he instilled a lot of confidence, hope, and a lot of motivation he extended to everyone. So thank you to the Honourable Minister. And expressing our gratitude and appreciation to him, we would like to present a small token of thanks and regards, a memento. I would like to request respected Secretary, Shri Indrajit Palji, to kindly present this memento to the Honourable Minister. Okay, before that, ladies and gentlemen, there was an award this is for the award. I think there's some confusion. There was one awardee who was, we announced the award for Waltry. I think he wasn't there, so.
Some award later on.
Can we have the memento, please, expressing a thanks to the Honourable Minister? And expressing our thanks to the Honourable Minister of State, Shri Nihal Chandji, I would like to request Shri Avinash Joshi to kindly present the memento. And to express our special thanks to respected Secretary, Shri Indrajit Palji, I would like to request Dr. S.K. Naik to kindly present the memento. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude the award ceremony, I would like to request and invite Professor Dr. S.K. Naik, Director General, to kindly propose a formal vote of thanks.
Honorable Minister of Chemicals and Fertilizer, Government of India, Sri Anant Kumar Ji. Honorable Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, Sri Nihal Chandji, respected Secretary, Department of Chemicals, Petrochemicals, Government of India, Sri Indrajit Pal, Joint Secretary, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Government of India, Sri Avinash Joshi ji, winners and runners-up of the 4th National Award, their family members, distinguished government officials, eminent scientists, industrialists, plastic professionals, entrepreneurs, members from Plastic Industry Fraternity from FICCI, Plast India Foundation, APMA, CPMA, OPPI, AIFTMA, TAPMA, Kerala Plastic Manufacturing Association, IPF, Karnataka Plastic Manufacturing Association, Andhra Plastic Manufacturing Association, Gujarat Plastic Manufacturing Association, Plastic Machine Manufacturers Association, MSME Manufacturers Associations, press and media, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to all of you. It's my profound privilege and pleasure to propose vote of thanks on this memorable function of 4th National Award for Technology Innovation in Petrochemicals and Downstream Plastic Processing Industry 2013 and 14. On behalf of CPET and on my personal behalf, I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to Honorable Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizer, Government of India, Sri Anant Kumar ji, who has kindly consented to be the chief guest of this function and spared his valuable time with us despite of his busy schedule. Thank you very much, sir. I wholeheartedly thank the Honorable Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizer, Government of India, Sri Nihal Chandji, who has readily accepted our invitation and graced this award function with his valuable presence as guest of honor. Thank you very much, sir. I also extend my profound thanks to the respected Secretary, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Government of India, Sri Indrajit Pal, who is an instrumental in organizing this event in a most professional manner. I express my heartfelt thanks to the Joint Secretary, Department of Chemicals, Petrochemicals, Sri Avinash Joshi ji, for his valuable guidance and support in organizing this award function in a grand manner. I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners, runners-up, their family members of their 4th National Award who came from far-off places to make this function a memorable one. I express my sincere thanks and gratitude to all distinguished government officials, eminent scientists, professors both from India and abroad, industrialists, plastic professionals, entrepreneurs, special invitees, members from CPET family for their active participation in this award function. In fact, sir, I would like to thank the professors who have come from Michigan State of University, who are basically working with us in biopolymers, Professor Ramni Narayan, Professor Martin. Thank you very much, sir. And I express my sincere thanks and gratitude to all the others who have either directly or indirectly contributed towards successfully organizing these inaugural functions. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to kindly rise for the national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता
Jai Hind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I would now like to invite all the awardees to kindly join us for a group photograph. I would like to request the awardees to kindly join us for the group photograph, and ladies and gentlemen, also requesting all of you to kindly join us for dinner outside. Let's celebrate this occasion with all the awardees and with all of you over dinner. This was for Waltry, which became late, no? All the awardees once again requesting you to kindly join us for a group photograph with the honorable ministers, and requesting all of you to kindly join us for dinner outside. Once again, would like to apprise all the awardees, the photographs and the video is going to be extended to you within a week's time by the office of CPET. You may get in touch with them. Thank you once again to the honorable ministers, thanking respected secretary, thanking the other distinguished dignitaries. Thank you to all of you also for joining us in this awards ceremony. Once again, many congratulations to all the award winners, and now requesting all of you to please join us for dinner outside. This is once again the announcement for the awardees. Our representatives are going to be coming to you to hand you over the boxes and the covers for your awards, the shields which have been presented to you. We thank the honorable ministers for giving us so much of time and so much attention to all the awardees. In case any of the awardees have not yet had the opportunity of having the photograph with the honorable minister, you're requested to kindly join us for the third round of the group photograph. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this we conclude the award ceremony. Once again, congratulations to all the winners.